in the presence of three wonderful gentlemen. I'll get them to introduce themselves.
Richard Kilby.
Eldon Cavanagh.
Ronald Driscoll.
All right, so we've got Eldon, Richard, and Ron. And Ron, share a little bit about your history. How are you tied in with the fire department?
Well, my dad started the fire department in 1952. And
What was his name?
Leo Driscoll.
Okay, and before that, it wasn't a fire. There was no fire department, or was it all more bucket brigades?
No, it was no fire department there at all.
It would have been from
The Westboro
was the
Fire
closest fire
Department
department.
serviced it, yeah.
Okay,
And of course, Ottawa Annex, part of Nepean, and then Nepean was without a fire station.
now I understand, Richard, you were on the fire department as well.
Eldon.
Oh, Eldon, this is Richard over here. Eldon,
Yeah, I was, on there for a number of years, yeah.
You joined when, Eldon?
1960,
1960.
March 1960, and left March 1996.
When you
March of
retired.
1996, when you started.
I left.
In
I left
96.
in 96. I started in 1960.
Okay, you left in 96.
Yeah.
All right. What was your rank when you left?
I was acting district.
Acting district for Nepean.
Yeah.
Wow. And what about yourself?
I started September the 15th, 1959. I was on there for 3 years, and then I transferred over to Gloucester's Nepean Police
Okay.
back in 62.
And over here, Richard, you have a little bit of affiliation with the fire department through your.
Well, the property we were
In-laws.
living on at west of Bell's Corners stuck on fire in 1955. A big bushfire, and the only truck that could get in there was the 31 Chev. It was tall enough to haul water into the bush to help extinguish the fire.
And that's the 31 that we have
That's the
downstairs.
31 you have downstairs. It made quite a few trips into that bush on the back of our property, which borders on the Corkstown Road, where the 417 highway goes over there now.
So, did you guys drive that 31 that we have downstairs? the
Many
Chev?
times.
Many times. Do you remember any fires it went to?
Went to pretty near all grass fires
Yeah.
because you could drive anywhere. You could drive over fences. If the fence was down, you just drove over top of it, you know.
Well, back in those days, there used to be a lot of chimney fires.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a good truck. A lot of good memories with that truck.
Yeah.
Like Richard said, there, grass fires and stuff. There was no trouble going through the fields.
Yeah, it had the clearance underneath to go off road.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm a big guy. You guys are slim and looking pretty healthy for your age. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
82, the three of us.
You're all 82. You went
Yes,
to
we
school
are.
together.
That's right.
Wow.
We'll be 83 pretty soon.
But I'm the youngest.
You're the- now,
I'm the youngest.
I have a hard time driving that truck now. It still runs
Yeah.
because of my my girth that I have.
Yeah.
I guess it was still tough in those days as well if you're a large firefighter to sit behind that steering wheel, no?
I never had any trouble.
Well, no.
I don't think there were very many large firefighters in those days. As I recall, they were all pretty slim and trim and able-bodied.
They were, eh?
Oh yeah, very nimble on their feet.
Well,
Up and down ladders with no problem whatsoever.
wow.
So they had to be in shape.
Do you remember any fires that you've been to that were noticeable that you remember?
Well, back in those days, it's not, it was all wood and stuff like that. And as the years went on, chemicals and stuff, it was more dangerous. But back in our days, we were called smoke eaters. You go into a house we didn't have Scott airbags and stuff. And don't get us wrong, but we were good. We get a fire and we were able to knock it down. That's bragging.
What was the department store on Baseline Road there? What was that called?
The City View,
Was the towers there? Or
No,
something?
the one that burned. It just.
it was right in City View. That was a shopping center.
Yeah, between Baseline and Merrill Road.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a big fire. Ottawa came out and helped us on that.
What was that? That was
So what were the borders then back then?
that was Baseline Road. Was our border.
Yeah.
Worked pretty well. Lots of times, we get fires. If I went and there was, we always, if Ottawa got there first, They operated. If we got there first, they operated.
Okay.
So baseline was the divided line, but Ottawa
north and
owned
south.
120 feet off a baseline in Nepean.
Oh,
so
okay.
some of the fires were borderlines with the size of the lot, so both of us would respond a lot of times.
Yeah,
And we got along well. with Ottawa.
Baseline runs east and west. Which side of
Oh, north and south of baseline, I
It's
guess.
south of baseline.
Yes.
Now, what,
baseline was your guys?
Yes.
Yes.
what about how far east did you go?
Oh, Fisher Avenue.
Yeah.
All the way to Fisher was Nepean's responsibility back then.
Yeah.
Wow. When did that change?
Never. It went right to Fisher right to the until they took over up at 2000 or so in Ottawa.
Okay. Wow. Well, listen, gentlemen, I thank you. I'm looking forward to spending more time with you at a longer interview. This is just an impromptu interview.
Yeah, we'll try and get a little more prepared.
We certainly will, with photos and memorabilia.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen.
Now, what's
Thank
your
you.
name again?